Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I'm going to be using another one of those Creative Scrappers sketches, and I'm also going to be using the Sunshine and Happiness collection by Simple Stories. Now I don't know if you're getting tired of seeing those sketches. I just can't help it. I'm like obsessed with them. I like get on these kicks, you know, the whole tag kick, the whole Brad kick I was on last year. I just get on these kicks and I'll just use them until they start to bore me. Right here, I am showing you this cream colored bezeled cardstock. I am going to take that away and replace it with white because, I don't know, some of the colors in this collection are kind of creamy, but not as creamy as that cardstock. So I went ahead and just used white instead. You can't really tell a difference, and I don't even really care if white and cream are mixed. So here's where I pulled out that white to put back behind there. So this sketch called for strips and also for tags, which the appeal to me was the tags. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up into strips. The photos that I'm going to scrapbook, BJ had sent me a selfie with him and his new kitten, him and Marissa's new kitten, and also a picture of just the kitten. Her name is Bella. So I titled this BJ and Bella. I am going to cut these strips into different widths, but the length is going to be, the horizontal length of them is going to be 11 inches. So they stretch across the page and give me a 1/2 inch margin on either side. I did decide I wanted those stripes to be horizontal. That's why I cut the paper sideways. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get these trimmed down, and then we can start on our base. This turns out really cute. It's very bright. I remember when this collection came out, I think it was last year, and I did several photos of my sister, or my sister's trip when she came to see me, because we live on the coast, and I just thought it fit in pretty good for coastal pictures. And then I put it away, and I recently have been pulling my stash back out now that I'm not doing a kit club anymore, and I found it. What I've been trying to do is I store my stuff by collection usually until the collection gets so small, then I break it up and put it within my stash. But I usually store it within collections, so I've been pulling collections out and doing 1 or 2 layouts and then putting it back just so that I'm using some of my older stuff. Right here I'm trying to figure out how I want them to be laid out. This is how I decide. Now see how I tucked those photos under? That is what the sketch called for. That is one of my favorite parts of the sketch, I swear to you, other than the tags. Let's not be ridiculous. But the tucking of the photos is one of my favorite parts. I totally forgot to do that. They're not tucked. I just have them laying on top of the pattern paper. And it is too late for me to go back and change that because it's all glued down. But that was one of my favorite parts. Here I'm showing you these pink fresh alphas. They're kind of a puffy alpha, and that's what I spell out BJ and Bella with. They do stick pretty good, but I still put some liquid adhesive underneath them. See, here's where I forgot to tuck, and I just stuck it down. Crazy, crazy. So I'm going to spell out BJ and Bella. And then I am going to stick down Bella's photo, and that will be the base of the layout. We can get on to embellishing. Yay! I normally cut out the laying down of the alphas. I don't know why I didn't this time, but I am going to go back and put some adhesive on the backs of it. I think I just laid it down so I knew not to embellish in that area. I am going to pull out my most favorite Tim Holtz tag die, and I'm going to cut some tags out of these papers I am pulling out right here. There's my big shot. I'm showing you the tag die. I just keep them on a binder ring. In fact, I have 3 sets of those. And the reason I bought, at first I just had the one, and the reason I bought the other ones is because I was making so many tags. I wanted the other sets so that I would have the other reinforcers, because I love the tags that are finished with the reinforcer on them. So I am right here. I'm trying to figure out how I want these tags to go. In the sketch, they had them tucked under some of the layers, and I do end up doing that. This yellow and that striped one, I am going to put under this photo right here. I will move it around quite a bit. And then those 2 on the side of the photo, that is where they end up going, only swapped around. I pull out this little bird. It's super cute. It's a chipboard piece. I am going to use it. I'm not going to use it right there. And here I'm trying to find some pieces that I'm just pulling out random bits that might work. I'm going to just throw them on top of the layout and see if I can make them work. I wrote in my journaling, just a man and his kitten. I probably should have made that the title. I think that would have been cute. I don't know if I would have had that many alphas though. All right, I'm trying out this arrow. It's not going to make it. Neither is that fun or those clouds. I am pulling out these little teeny tiny hearts. They are pieces of the die cut pack. I thought I would spread those around the page. I don't end up doing that either. There are some of these little chipboard flowers that you can see I put up there. I do use one of those, two of those. Right here I'm just going through the pack. I maybe should have moved my hands onto camera so you could have saw the pack I was going through, but I'm just throwing the things on top of the layout that I think I'm going to use. And here I'm going to take them all off and start over. Now that I got a pile of stuff to work with, I'm going to start over. That is where that bird ends up going, right there. And I do end up using this little card that I tucked in under the frame with the flowers on it. That is going to stay there. That is where I'm going to write my little 1-sentence journaling. I am going to leave those tags right there. I'm trying to get this fun to work somewhere, and it does not end up working. I know I want to have a tag down there in the bottom left, but I'm not sure what I'm going to put there. Here I tried to make this striped one work. It was too close to the other stripe, I thought. I'm just switching them around and switching them around, and they're going to go back how they were before. I do use these little chipboard balloons as well. This is how they pretty much end up going. I am going to cut them a little bit shorter because they're just too long. I used too much adhesive. They wouldn't slide under far enough. After I stick these down, which I think I'm getting ready to commit to, I am going to put some foam tape under the ends of the tags just to stick them up a little bit. Here you can see I snuck in this little sticker down here at the bottom. Underneath that orange tag it says Happy Day, and it is going to go there. I am going to show you putting down some enamel dots and things, but I also put down some sticky back brads that is not, you do not see me doing that. You can see those in the final photos though. And the final photos, of course, it was overcast, so they're not brilliant, but you know. Here's where I'm writing my journaling. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the date. He sent these to me on June 13th, 2017. I've been doing too many current layouts here lately. I've been using the classic mint leather albums from We Are Memory Keepers for this year. January and February are an album. March and April are an album. I just had to pull out a new album for May and June. This is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to end up with 6 albums this year. That's crazy because I am still doing Project Life. And then I do random layouts as well. And when I do Project Life, I mostly do a photo a day. Here I'm trying to get this stripe tag to work down at the bottom again. It's a different stripe tag, but it's, again, too close to the other stripe, so it didn't look right. I pull out this one right here. It's a sticker, and you can see the blue part and the yellow part. I'm going to tie some crochet thread through my tags. All 5 of them. Here's that right there. I'm just popping that foam tape underneath. I didn't realize I did that on camera. I did. How about that? So do you guys still love tags? Are all these tags that I keep showing up in my layouts starting to make you crazy? I don't think I'm getting tired of them yet though, so sorry. Here, I don't know what I did. This has a big old, I have no idea how I tied that little one down there at the bottom. It has this big old knot in it. I kept it there. I didn't retie it. I just trimmed it down a little bit. But it is kind of a funky knot. Alright, after I do that, I am going to try and see if I can make some little finishing touches work. I do stick this chipboard flower right there, and I stick one up by the photos as well. Here I'm using these photo cases just to cover it up so I can put some black splatters around the page. I'm showing you the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black, and I thought this was going to be the last thing I do, but I totally jacked this up. So I didn't care for that splat right there. The ones at the bottom turn out okay, but then I put some more up toward the top, and it lands on my title, and I didn't like that. So I pull out a wipe. Well, first I did that and smudged it, and then I go ahead and pull out a wipe. I'm like, okay, it's going to clean off. It did, but I smudged it onto the paper. And so here I'm cussing. Why did I do that? So I go ahead and look for something I can cover that up with. I do find some enamel dots. And there you go. It's covered up. Don't even know what happened. So I put 3 up there, and then I put a couple more around the page because I have to tie them in. I take out some word phrase strips to cover up the other mistake underneath that bird. It says good times, relax, happy heart, hello, good vibes only, because I can't just have that one, right? I have to put them throughout the page. And then like I said, put down some more of the enamel dots. After I do that, I'm going to show you this sketch again. My favorite part, like I said, was the tucking of the photos, and I did not even do that part. My tags are in different places too, but you know, that's how I did it. Alright, that's all I do to the layout. You can see right there is where I pulled out a sticky back brad and stuck it, kind of tucked it underneath those balloons. And then I have another one right here at the bottom, one of them sticky back brads. I like those. Those are really fun. Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.